Out, man. We are doing great things. Our group right now is growing, and I love to see that because we are all growing together. And our mentality of the group is so strong, man. It just leads me and it guides me. That book club, talking to Eddie every day, talking to Gio, talking to Neil. Those people, man, really lift me up, and I love it. So, without further ado, I want to say thank you to my brother Eddie Freeman for hosting this call, having this call for us. He makes it so easy because he lets it flow. He tells the people exactly what they want to hear and what they need to hear about what we're doing. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to my man, the Mr. Bad to the Bone, alive from Boston, Massachusetts, my friend, my buddy, my guy, leader and guide, Mr. Eddie Freeman.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here tonight. I want to start by asking you a question. Are you one of the millions of people that have been adversely affected by this economy? I mean, with the rising cost of everything from gasoline to groceries, I don't even know how people stay ahead. But I'm here to tell you there's hope. There is a new concept that is just now beginning to sweep this country, and it's already creating significant income for the people that recognize it and the people that are taking action. I'm talking about the common sense compensated community. Can you imagine getting paid to do what you have always done for free? See, myself and a host of other people had a wonderful experience happen today. It happened yesterday. It's going to happen tomorrow, the day after, and the day after, and every day going forward. We had people all around the country woke up this morning and washed their face, and we made money. Some of them had a cup of coffee and we made money. Some of them took products for aches and pains and we made money. Some of them took products for depression or gut health and we made money. And you know what the best part about this is? You can too. To put this in perspective, I got a friend named Steve, and Steve for years has been suffering with neuropathy. It just so happens we've got a product that will help him, but he didn't really understand the concept. So I said, Steve, if you saw an ad at the GNC health food store for a product that would help your neuropathy, and it was $59.95 for a month supply, and it came with a 30-day unconditional empty bottle money back guarantee, would you go buy that product? He said, I would, Eddie. I'm in so much pain. I said, okay, now if you used it all month and it helped you, would you buy it again the following month? He said, Eddie, I would buy that product every month for the rest of my life. I said, do you know anybody with neuropathy? He said, Eddie, I know hundreds of people with neuropathy. I said, so if you tried a product at a GNC health food store that helped you, would you suggest to all your friends that they likewise go buy that product? He said, of course I would. I said, well, how much is GNC going to pay you for that? He said, nothing. I said, aha. With our compensated community, you're now going to get paid to do what you've always done for free. See, this whole concept was started by a couple of men, Mr. Richard O'Brien and Joe Melling, who have helped tens of thousands of people over the years create health, wealth, and time freedom. And what they've come to understand is disease is prevalent. It's out there and it's unavoidable. Why? Because we eat food every day, and the food is loaded with chemicals and pesticides. So what their formulators did was create a group of products that will provide your body the nutrients to heal itself. And we've had dramatic success with our products. We've got over 50 products. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I'm going to mention a few. Are you familiar with muscadine grapes? These grapes are grown mostly in the southeast portion of the United States. They don't need pesticides because the skins are so thick, insects can't get into them. On the ORAC scale, it scores higher than any fruit, vegetable, or superfood I've ever seen. And the story behind our particular product is years ago, there was a very wealthy man from North Carolina, and he got very sick. His doctors couldn't help him. So one day, he bumps into this formulator that had been working with muscadine grapes. And the formulator said, my research has shown that if you take a product that consists of 70% muscadine grape seeds and 30% muscadine grape skins, I bet I can help you. And this wealthy man laughed. He said, I got the top doctors in the world. They haven't been able to help. But if your product is just grapes, I might as well try it. He gets on the product. 8 weeks later, he's 100% better. He can't believe it. He's all excited. He goes to the formulator. He says, you got to do clinical studies on this product because if it can do for others what it did for me. And this man said, I don't have that kind of money. So the wealthy guy from North Carolina put up $20 million of his own money to conduct a 5-year clinical study at Wake Forest University. And what I love about this is when this Zoom is over, you can go Google muscadine, Wake Forest, and when you do, you're going to want you and everybody that you love on this product forever as you realize what it does. But you know what else it does? It increases blood flow dramatically. Why am I excited about that? Let's take a person with high blood pressure. Wouldn't it stand to reason that if your heart doesn't have to work so hard to pump the blood, that your blood pressure would be regulated? I've helped dozens of people get on this product. Not one of them is taking any meds anymore. And it increases athletic performance by 240%. I got another one. Do you know anybody that's depressed, stressed, anxiety, people with ADHD? It's out there. It's everywhere. Our formulators created what today is now the most researched product for brain health that addresses every one of these situations. It is published in medical journals around the world, and it's based on a group of micronutrients and minerals that we just can't get enough of from our regular food. We've got products for gut health. We've got products that help us sleep at night. We've got products for arthritis, aches, pains that are based on a group of superfoods like mangosteen, acai, fucoidan. These are some of the most powerful legal anti-inflammatories in the world. And when you speak to health professionals, they'll tell you that inflammation is the cause of almost every disease out there. We developed a men's testosterone booster. Why am I excited about that? Because as a male, once we hit the age of 30, we lose 1 to 3% of our testosterone per year. And that's why you see guys like Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie every day on TV selling their product that they endorse. I tried that product for 90 days. I got nothing. Our scientists got together and they put together a host of ingredients that to boost testosterone, male virility, things like horny goatweed extract and ashwagandha and fenugreek. And all I can tell you is the guys that are taking this, especially if they're taking muscadine as well, which also increases blood flow, no more little blue pills. Well, you don't want to have something for men without having something similar for women. We have a women's hormone balance product. It does not just increase libido, but for women who monthly have a challenge with cramping and bloating, goes away. For women that are menopausal, all the negatives associated with menopause likewise seems to go away. I got another one. Do you know anybody that needs to lose weight? Do you know anybody that drinks coffee? We developed a healthy weight loss coffee that's delicious. It's 100% Arabica coffee beans. It also has green tea extract in it, Ganoderma mushroom in it. And by the way, I personally dropped 14 pounds in 6 weeks drinking a cup of coffee a day. For those of you that don't drink coffee, we have a capsule that's the same thing, but without the coffee. We also have a protein shake for people who want to lose more weight. We also developed an organic greens product. Imagine a product that in it has got spinach and kale and barley and wheatgrass and turmeric and milk thistle. Doesn't sound like it could taste good, right? I got 6-year-old kids that would rather drink this product than drink orange juice. One of the ingredients is spirulina. That's a blue-green algae that for years has been used to lower triglycerides, to lower LDL cholesterol. We developed a line of skincare products using 21st century technology. One of the products, I kid you not, you just put it on your wrinkles and boom, just like that, within 5 minutes, those wrinkles are gone. And they stay gone for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. Now, I know what you're saying. I've heard about other products that do that. But here's the difference. Every other product on the market that I've seen uses something called aluminum magnesium silicate to get that effect. That is the same stuff that hardens concrete. Our formulators found that we could get the same effects using healthy zeolite minerals from the Dead Sea. We also have developed, for those of you that want longer results with the wrinkles, a 1 minute mask. Are you familiar with essential oils? Well, we've got a whole line of essential oils, over 35 of them. If you know anything about oils, all you have to do is smell ours to understand how powerful they are. Are you familiar with earthing, grounding? Well, that is important more than ever today. Why? Because you're on a cell phone all day long. You're on a computer all day long. Your body is overloaded with positive ions. You've got to get a balance of the negative. So I guess you could do earthing and grounding and go barefoot for 10, 12 hours a day. Not that many people have the time to do that. So what we did is we developed a bracelet. It is a negative ion bracelet. You could be grounded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I've asked some friends of mine from around the United States to get on and just share some of the things that they've seen with their product. And I'm going to start over in Ohio to my good friend, Mike Fazio. Good evening, Michael.
Hi, Eddie. Hey, listen, thank you for this opportunity. It's spectacular. I want to share my testimony about our meal replacement shake, Simply Sensible. It is spectacular. Let me tell you what, struggling at nighttime, having the wrong snacks. I have this in the evening. You can use it as a meal replacement. It's got 20 grams of protein, or you can use it just as a protein powder just for something else. But you know what? It's got 4.5 servings of your daily fruits and vegetables. Like I said, it's got the 20 grams of protein. It's got L-glutamine for gut health. It's delicious. It doesn't leave that chalky aftertaste like all the other stuff you get in the store. I mean, it really is something special. I'm losing weight, and I'm down 37 pounds. I've never felt better, and I've never had more hope that I can actually lose weight than what I'm doing right now, and it's working. Thank you, man, so much. Have a great night.
Michael, thank you so much. Hey, I'm going to go to California now, over to Johanna Baker. Good evening, Johanna.
Hi, Eddie. Thanks for letting me share. I love all the common sense products. The one that really helps me with my brain fog is Zing 3. It is amazing for me. But the one that is most important to our family is the muscadine. 10 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with this very serious illness, something that his dad died from. And we got the muscadine, and I read the research, and I thought, well, what do we have to lose? We don't know what'll happen. 5 weeks later, he went in for a biopsy, and he was clear. And he's been clear ever since. And I'm so grateful because I have my husband back. So thank you.
Oh, wow,
Thank you,
Johanna, thank you so much. Hey, we're going to go over to Utah now, and my good friend Shannon Whiting. Good evening, Shannon.
Hey, Eddie, thanks for having me. So a few years ago, I had a good friend share a product with me called Brain Sense. And he actually asked me, he says, do you have any stress? And I'm like, no, I don't have any stress. I don't know what that is. Well, lo and behold, I was having a hard time sleeping amongst other things that I was not attributing it to stress. I started taking Brain Sense, and it wasn't a few weeks later that I noticed that I was sleeping better at night. I remember I would always try to beat my husband to sleep at night, and I couldn't do it. Well, now I fall asleep before him. But the biggest difference I noticed is that I started getting on the floor and playing with my kids and connecting with them on a different level that I wasn't doing prior because of I was so worried about all the things I had to do and all the, just that stress that I didn't have was building up and affecting my life in a huge way. So I'm so grateful for Brain Sense. Thank you.
Shannon, thank you so much for sharing. And now we've got a special treat. I'm going to go to a good friend of mine, Dr. Clifton Brady. Good evening, Dr. Brady.
Thank you, Eddie. Well, I think the special treat is what's already been shared with Michael and Johanna and Shannon. Good people, good friends, and we're in good hands with all those that have been shared. And Daryl, where are you getting that cool cap for your Brain Sense? I don't know if you can see on the video, but that was a cool yellow cap. I need one of those. Okay, yeah, good flip. That's great. So I love all of our formulas. I just got off Zoom right before we got on here tonight with a nurse practitioner from Arizona. She jumps on. She has no hair. She's going through chemo. She has 3 boys. She's never, or she's been divorced for a long time, and she's overwhelmed. She's stressed. She's burned out. Her kids are struggling. Her oldest has ADHD. They can't sleep at night. And do you think we can do anything for them? Absolutely. I'm not going to cure her cancer. I'm not going to fix ADHD. I'm not going to treat any of those problems. but accidentally they're going to feel awesome. They're going to be happier. They're going to be sleeping better. They're going to go to bed and wake up refreshed. I mean, a lot of these medications are out there that are making people go to sleep, but they wake up groggy as if they had a hangover kind of feeling. And that's not a good way to live. So you have uppers during the day and downers at night kind of situation. And we just get to feel up, up, and up with what we do. And so, like you're talking about with the men's and women's formula and the brain sense and the sleep sense and of course, our meal replacement and all of our oils. We don't talk about those enough. They're fantastic. I really enjoy our essential oils. So, yeah, I'll just leave it there. But Eddie, I'm loving the results I'm getting. I'm very impatient when it comes to results. I don't have time for 3 months, 2 months, 1 month sometimes. Some of our products take a month, but the vast majority of them you're going to feel nearly instantly. So I'm grateful to have these products, to be around amazing people like you and all of our other family members with common sense. So thank you, Eddie.
Dr. Brady, thank you so much. So now the question is, well, how do you going to make money doing this? It is so simple. I kid you not. All you need to do is start getting people on these Zooms, or just get them on the phone with the person that told you about us, get them some information, and it's as simple as that. We've got people who in their first month made over $3,000 just by doing what I just suggested. So now the question is, wait a minute. How much does it cost to get started, and how do I make money? Because a business like this sounds like it would cost $50,000, $100,000 to get started. No. You get started for under $1,000. As a matter of fact, you could literally, if you wanted to, start with no product. I don't advise it, because then you've got nothing to share with people, but you can do it if you want. It's $59, and you still get two things. Number one, you get an app. On the app is every product that we've got, with a little 2-minute video, the list of ingredients, and the intended benefits. With a touch of a button, you can send it to anybody that's interested in hearing about our products. You also get a replicated website that people can go to, and they can buy the product or enroll in the business. It is that simple. Now, we have 3 product packages, and what you're going to love is that all 3 of these packages, you get more product than what you buy. So the first one would be $199. It comes with 5 products. Now, our products are normally $50 to $60 for a month's supply. You get 5 of them. That's $270 worth of product. We include the $59. You're getting this $329 value for $199. Now, for those of you that say, oh, no, 5 products isn't enough, you got over 50. I've got a significant other, a spouse, I got kids. We've got a package that's $499, comes with $650 worth of product. Used to be the biggest package that we had. But now, with over 50 products, we have a package that is $999. It comes with $1,650 worth of product. And for those of you that get this, you have the ability to earn an additional $300,000, and you got up to 5 years to earn it. These product packages you only buy once. So now, wait a second. Well, how do I make money once I'm in and I get people on the calls? Here's what's going to happen. You're going to have people that listen to these Zooms, and they're going to say, I'm not interested in making money, but there's got to be a half a dozen products they talked about that I want to try. And so basically what's going to happen is you're going to send them the information that they want and your replicated website. When they go to the website, every time they buy a product, you make $10. So if the average person were buying 3 products at a time every month, you'd be making $30 per customer. So if you want to make a few $100s a month, go find 10 customers. And I'll tell you, $300 a month isn't life-changing, but it will be able to pay for a dozen eggs, okay? Now, the second way we make money is fast cash. And the way we make this fast cash is when people see the business and they start with a product package, you make fast cash. And what happens is, let's say you go to your friend Al, and Al sees the big picture. Al gets that $999 package. You make $250. When Al goes to his friend Bob, and Bob gets involved for that $999, Al makes the $250, but you make $50. And when Bob enrolls Cheryl, who enrolls David, everybody that comes into your community, you're going to make $50. If you enroll somebody for that $499 package, you make $100. Everybody else that comes into your community, you make $25. When you enroll somebody for the $199 package, you're going to make $25, and everybody else that comes in, you make $10. So therefore, for everyone that comes into your community one time, you're going to make somewhere between $10 and $250. This is nice, but where does the residual occur? The reason we start people with these product packages is because when you try these products, you're going to fall in love with them. Now, the average person in our company is spending about $200 a month on product. So here's what's going to happen. Imagine this. Over the course of the next 90 days, you start getting people on these Zooms. You get them on the phone with the person that brought you in the business, and now you bring 10 people into the company, and every month they're buying a couple $100 worth of product. Your business is moving $2,000 worth of product a month. Well, now what's going to happen when we teach those 10 people how to do what you did? Get people on the Zooms, get them the information. Now, 3 months later, you got 100 people buying a couple of hundred a month. Now you're doing 20,000 a month in business. What's going to happen over the course of the next 3 to 6 months when those 100 people get 10? Now you've got 1,000 people who every month are buying a couple of $100 worth of product, either for themselves to consume, their family to consume, or maybe to give away as samples. Your business is moving $200,000 worth of product every month, and you're earning between $100,000 and $150,000 a year, whether you work, whether you go to the beach, whether you watch Netflix. But you want to have fun? What do you think is going to happen when those 1,000 people get 5 or 10 people? And now you're on the beaches of the world, and folks, that's what dreams are made of. We have another way of making money. It's a quarterly global bonus pool that you have the ability to earn every bit as much money every quarter as you do in a year for your residual. And you just have to ask yourself one question. If everything you heard here tonight were true, and it's all verifiable, is there anything that would prevent you from getting started tonight? Your next step, get together with the person who told you about this Zoom. Get your questions answered. Get started. We're going to do another one of these in a few nights. They're even going to teach you how to invite people to get on these Zooms. For those of you who are already involved, you've made the right choice. For those of you who are not, I urge you, get involved tonight. My name is Eddie Freeman, and I hope to see you on our next Zoom call in a couple of days. Take care, everybody.